Malema's appeal hearing will be held today and peace-building attempts in South Sudan fail. Good morning. ANC Youth League leader Julius Malema will know the outcome of his appeal hearing today. ANC National Disciplinary Committee of Appeal Chair Cyril Ramaphosa says he will hold a media briefing at Luthuli House in Johannesburg this morning. Last month, Malema's defense team presented oral arguments to the NDCA detailing why Malema's 5-year suspension from the ANC should be overturned. Malema and 5 other ANC Youth League leaders were suspended after being found guilty of sowing division within the ANC and of bringing the party into disrepute. The ANC Youth League's embattled leaders will meanwhile visit ANC veteran Winnie Madikizela Mandela after the hearing of the outcome of their special appeal. Spokesperson Floyd Chivambu says the ANC Youth League will not hold any press briefing after the National Disciplinary Committee of Appeal's verdict, but will instead wait for the guidance of the structures of the ANC Youth League. A gentle reminder that the announcement by the ANC's National Disciplinary Committee of Appeals will be broadcast live on Safm and SABC2 from 11 o'clock. The announcement is expected at around 11:30. The Institute for Security Studies says disarray in the Crime Intelligence Unit and a lack of experienced detectives could be the reason for an increase in automated telemachine attacks. Spokesperson Johan Berger says organized crime syndicates are taking advantage of weaknesses in the policing system. He says a huge weakness is the inability to produce usable crime intelligence about syndicates because of internal problems. Berger says far too little attention is paid on appointing experienced detectives. A total of 399 attacks took place in 2010 to 2011 compared to 247 in 2009 to 2010, with Gauteng and KwaZulu-Natal being the biggest targets. The Assets Forfeiture Unit has seized assets worth 2 million rand from a Rustenburg physiotherapist convicted of defrauding the Labour Department. The National Prosecuting Authority says the restraint order against Dr. Julius Malema was granted by the High Court in Pretoria. Malema was found guilty of defrauding the Labour Department's compensation fund of more than 5 million rand after pleading guilty to 28 counts of money laundering and 15 cases of fraud. He will be sentenced in the Pretoria Specialised Commercial Crime Court on March the 28th. In other news, over 2,000 cyclists will battle it out in this year's annual Herald Cycle Tour in Port Elizabeth today. It's the second oldest cycling race in the country. Among the cyclists will be defending champion and top South African sprinter Aaron Brown and 2-time winner Nolan Hoffman. Ex-Springbok cyclist Wayne Pfeiffer says teams working together will be tough to beat.
Those that are here will come down and ride as a team. And that's what makes them so strong. They're very difficult to beat when they are riding as a team, because as a team, different riders chase each other and the team tactics come into play. And individual riders really battle to race against the teams.
And finally, further afield, an attempt to build peace between South Sudanese tribes has ended in a shootout between police that has left at least 37 people dead. The incident in Unity State erupted as officials were meeting to discuss inter-ethnic clashes earlier this week that left many people dead. The BBC's James Copnell has the details.
According to the UN, a row broke out and then 4 pickup trucks drove up. The men inside began shooting indiscriminately, according to a UN spokesman. Civilians were among the dead, but authorities say the bulk of the casualties were from the police. One member of the UN peacekeeping mission was wounded. Insecurity is one of South Sudan's biggest challenges. Human rights campaigners have criticised the lack of discipline the security forces sometimes show, perhaps unsurprisingly, as they make the transition from a rebel movement to national forces.